I am unique and pure perceptive essence. Through this supreme decision, fill light into the darkness of ignorance and become sorrowless and blessed. Unique is that which is one of its kind. All the different visible things, be it a living thing or a non-living thing, the source of all that, the material cause, the substance out of which it is made, that is me. This is what unique means. I am there where there is a form. I am also there where there is no form. That is why I am unique. I, which ASHTAVAKRA might address as himself, or he might address King Janak. It doesn't make any difference, because there is no difference in this I if this I is unique. If he is talking about that I where both of them are different, for example, ASHTAVAKRA and King Janak look different. He isn't talking about that I. He is talking about the I, the material of which both the bodies are made of. His I indicates that. Firstly, we need to be correct about our I. Only then can we address its depth. These words hold a lot of power if you can understand them. And not only this, I am pure perceptive essence. We are perceptive essence is something which none of us has a doubt about. We are conscious. If I wasn't conscious, then who would know about the thoughts occurring and passing away? Who is realizing the dreams that are seen? Something is visible. Something is being touched. Something is being smelled. A voice is being heard. Who is knowing all this? Whoever knows this is conscious. Again, this is not a person. It is a substance which feels all this. Pure perceptive essence. And whatever happens, occurs, goes. There are bad times which come and go, but I am where I am. Pain comes and leaves. Pleasure comes and leaves. There shouldn't be any doubt in this. If any person pauses and observes, he will understand this. But the second thing which is being discussed here, unique, this is not our experience. Our experience is I am different from everyone else. If you add both of these and try to understand, and you can understand this only when you have experienced the sound of silence. One is an imaginary substance about which we keep on thinking that it is not here, but it will be on some other planet of which I am made of. How can I be made up of that? The substance of which I am made up of should necessarily be on this planet itself, isn't it? It should be closest to me, isn't it? It should be with me even before I think, isn't it? It should be the basis of my thoughts too, which means that I should be nearer to me than the nearest thing. If the thought isn't the closest to me, then what is? You close your eyes and you can think about anything. It is so near to you. What is even closer than that? That is the substance. So if you add up both of these and are able to see through this truth, are able to relate with it, that which is your experience, that will mean that you are conscious, you are perceptive essence, and there is no doubt about that. I am unique, but you can't call I as unique right away. You would need to observe if there is a substance on which there is no effect of all this happening or not happening. One which is the most subtle one. One is gross. There is a gross sound, a gross substance, a gross particle. Is there something subtle or the subtlest that I am aware of? Like there is space. Is there anything even more subtle than the space? You need to put in your intelligence to know what is the most subtle. One which can't get trapped by our senses. One which can't be tied up. One which can't be captured. As soon as you combine both of them and are able to understand its depth, magic happens. That which is unique, the substance of all this creation, that is the perceptive essence and is also the I. All three have fused. This is the biggest of puzzles which needs to be solved by a person. Meaning, I is that substance of this entire creation, and that substance itself is perceptive essence too. What does that mean? One is that this entire creation is visible to us. We see the forms, our body, and we also know that this body wasn't present yesterday, is here today, and will be gone tomorrow. So many bodies came and left. But what is the substance of all these bodies? Me. Can you see the depth of this? This body won't last, but the substance of which this body is made of, that substance will always remain. Pot won't survive. It will break, get destroyed, but the clay will always remain. This means that even if the body doesn't survive, it won't matter at all, because it won't happen that the substance of which everything is made of will get destroyed. Even if the entire universe gets destroyed, which is called end of world, science says that this universe started with a big bang, which we can presume right now. Say that there is another big bang and this universe dies. Will the substance of which this is made of get destroyed too? It can't happen. Even if there is a huge flood, tsunami, even if everything is damaged completely, will the water cease to exist? Water doesn't get destroyed. So what is the substance? It is not separated from me. It is me, myself. I am thinking of myself as something else. Actually, there is only that substance and nothing else. And not only this, that substance is conscious too. It is consciousness only. It is possible that the universe won't exist tomorrow, but that substance will exist. I will exist. Consciousness will exist. The cause of everything is always beyond time and space. Everything will be born and everything will die. Today, this existing planet won't be existing tomorrow. When there is no planet, the life on it will also cease to exist. But the substance of which this planet is made of, will that get destroyed too? The substance will exist. How will it get destroyed? It will get more and more subtle. How will it cease to exist? If you boil water, will water be destroyed? It'll become subtle. It will change. Everything will keep on changing. This is the nature of the universe. Neither my consciousness died, nor the substance of which I am made of died. Nothing died. What got destroyed? Even the form is not destroyed. The form has only changed. You heated gold jewelry. Did gold get destroyed? No. The form of gold changed. So all those forms will dissolve in the formless. Then, later, because of some conditions, when the time is right, forms will start forming again. Slowly and steadily, the planets will form and everything will happen slowly. This is an entire cycle, and again, when the conditions are right, such forms will be made which can reflect. There will be a substance which would be like a mirror, in which the consciousness which is omnipresent, that which is formless, will be able to see other forms in that mirror. Even if this body is non-existent, there is no difference at all. Few years down the line, when this form is not present, what will happen? Some other forms will exist. They would be realizing their existence. One is existence, for which I have no way to destroy it. One is the realization of existence, which is attached to this form. But the mistake we are committing is that we have attached our existence to this form too. But as soon as our existence shifts from this form to formless, our realization of existence shifts too. Can you see the depth of this? That feeling is not limited to only this form then. It gets attached to all the forms. All the forms are a part of what? Formless. The feeling of existence happens to what? Formless. As soon as my eye is in the correct direction, the direction where I actually am, then all of these forms are mine. It won't be incorrect saying this. If all these forms are not a part of formless, of what else are they part of? I expanded until where? Until infinity. I am is based on what? On that substance out of which everything is made of. I am is based on consciousness. Because if my actual identity isn't consciousness, then what else is? If I ask you who you are, you say, I am this, I am that later on. Remove all these middle entities. At the onset, you should say, I am. Whatever you use after this I and am, all of that is a lie. I am a boy. I am a girl. I am good. I am bad. I am rich. I am poor. Remove all these additions. Just look at I am. If your identity gets its correct place, then all of this is inside me. All the forms are me. The realization of my existence through all the forms is happening to me. How does it matter if this form gets destroyed or lives? Everyone who is realizing their existence, that realization is happening to me. After this form is gone, some kids on the hills would be dancing in rain, devoid of any sorrows. Who is actually feeling the existence of rains? As soon as the raindrops touch the skin, there is a feeling, a sensation, the realization of our existence. This is happening to whom? Me. I won't die. I can't die. Neither does the feeling of my existence die, nor will this universe die. So what will die? Nothing. One is my existence, which is my essence. It is choiceless. Instruments will keep on existing and destroying. Like until a bulb is working, there is light emitted from it. When the bulb fuses, the emission stops. There is nothing mystical about it. This all is connected with the instruments, not with the consciousness. People get unnecessarily confused and mix both of them. People say that the consciousness has left this body. Consciousness hasn't left. The instrument is defective. Electricity hasn't gone out. The bulb has. People keep imagining all sorts of stuff. It is quite simple. What is there to imagine? A body is there. Cut it up. Now the consciousness won't manifest from it. Consciousness will be present, but it won't manifest. Like when a camera is broken, you can no longer see through it. This is so simple. This is what the problem is. Since this is simple and seeing through a simple thing is the most complicated work. We love complicated stuff. Why did I get this body? Because I did something good or bad in my previous life. I got this body as per those karma in my previous life. This is all superstition. The moment you inquire, you see that all of this is plain nonsense. There is no reality in it. We are complicating things ourselves and are getting trapped in it. People need justification. Those people who are the so-called guru, they don't have any justification. So, they introduced the concept of karma. If someone comes and asks, why is so much bad happening to me? Why are all good things happening to him? Why is he born in such a rich family? Why am I born in a poor family? Why have I seen so much hardship? Why has he experienced so many pleasures? So people made concepts. First of all, these so-called gurus are lazy themselves. Who will inquire and understand things in depth? Whatever is written in the book, just go by that. No need to work more than that. Everything is mechanical. You need to go a lot deeper for this. You need to put in a lot of effort. That's why the easy way out is you must have done some bad deeds. Hence, you are facing hardship. He must have done some good deeds. Hence, he is happy. Now you start doing good deeds. Happiness will follow you. Don't do bad deeds, else you'll face hardship as usual. You'll get another bad home in your next life. This is all stupid talks. Whereas the reality is so simple to observe. A kid asks why is all the bad happening to him. Science has advanced by leaps and bounds today. We will ask him about bad things in what manner. He'll say, why is his body deformed physically? Science will test it and say that you have polio. Why polio? Because your parents didn't give you that dose during your childhood, which is essential. So the reason for polio are your parents. They didn't administer the dose. Your parents are lazy. This is a fact. Or the kid may ask, why was he born in this family? You were born because your mother married and came to that family. Your parents had sex in that home, so you were born there. You are your parents' continuation. See yourself. See your body. Your features. This is all simple to understand. Why am I poor? The truth is that your parents are poor. Why are my parents poor? Because their parents were poor. Or it's possible that their parents were rich, but you are poor because your parents did some wrong work and because of which whatever your grandfather earned was all lost. That is why you are poor. I want to be rich. You work hard and get rich. Why are so many bad things happening to that girl? Why are these rapes happening in society? Why? Our education system is at fault. We need to properly imbibe moral values in them. If that was imbibed instead of pressuring only on studies and theory, if moral values were also stressed, then these crimes would never happen. And this imparting of values won't happen only at school, but also at home. Who is responsible for all this? The entire society. If police work diligently, if the punishments are quite harsh, if courts function properly, then these rapes will come down tremendously. But the problem with this is, it is so simple, it is so straightforward, that people won't enjoy listening to all this. There is nothing mystical about it. So, they'll ask their so-called guru about his role in all this. Why do we come to you? Why do we give donations to you? Why are we asking for your blessings? Tell us something which we don't know. We know all this stuff. We are already seeing all this. Tell us something else. Then the guru shares stories. Let me see what you did. Oh, you did this? That is why this is happening. You should slap that guru across his face. You should say, you might have done something wrong. Hence, this is happening to you. I'm not doing it. It is your karma. How am I involved? You please tell me what you did, that you received such a punishment. Why are you trying to save yourself? This is happening because of your karma. Why are you punishing me? This is happening because of your karma. He'll get trapped. If I am doing something wrong with you, this essentially means that you did something bad to me in your previous life. These all are theories. If you really want to understand the depth of this, you need to get out of these theories. You need to see things as they are, calmly, coolly, and patiently. What happened here is that the entire law of karma has collapsed. Law of karma is limited to what you are doing right now. You'll get results for that. This is so simple and easy to understand. You have a disease, have medicine, you will be cured. So if you do it knowingly or unknowingly, you'll definitely get results for that. You can't say that I took some wrong medicine unknowingly. Results will anyway follow. And if you understand the broader vision, the reality of ASHTAVAKRA Gita, what will that be? Whatever I am going to do is going to affect this entire world. Whatever I am going to do, there will be a direct or an indirect consequence on all of us. This is a simple law of karma. And whatever others are going to do will affect me, even if I want or do not want it. This is so simple and easy to understand, but no one can think until this point. No one can see it. Why? Because thoughts are confined to our body itself. Everyone is concerned about themselves. All good should happen to me. Doesn't matter if something bad happens to anyone else. I have to top. Doesn't matter if other kids fail. I need promotion in this company. Doesn't matter if others don't. The structure is as such, competitive structure. So, if you are genuinely thinking of doing good for this world, first you need to broaden your vision. Then you can think of doing good. Else there will be a hidden motive or an agenda even in that doing good. There will be a center through which you would be acting. That center is, I am doing what is good for my body. Let's see the rest next time.